Okay, so in this video we're going to go over how to do a color scheme. So once you have room labels, so dividing your building into rooms, you can do a color scheme which basically assigns each room a color. So that way when you do printouts and show basically the building to someone else, you can see exactly what each room is designated for. So it'll kind of make sense when we go through it. So basically over here on your properties, make sure we're in level 1 because that's where we're at. Over here we're going to scroll down maybe just a little bit, but it's called color scheme, and currently it probably says none. So we're going to click on none and it's going to bring up this box. So edit color scheme. From here the first thing you need to look at is category. Right now it says spaces. We're doing a room schedule. So if we click on the drop down, rooms should be an option. So we're going to select rooms, and then from there we have a couple options here. It says name and department. We're going to select name. Once you select name, it should bring up all of the rooms that you have. Okay, we can edit this one, but in most cases you want to create a new one. So right here it says duplicate. We're going to just do duplicate. We're going to duplicate it, and we're going to call it, let's see here, let's call it house rooms. And I'm going to click OK. So now I have the original names, and then I have the new one that I just duplicated. Just like in Revit, you always want to duplicate things just in case. So on house rooms, it says title. We're going to call it, let's just keep it called room legend. And over here, so we have value, visible, color, fill pattern, preview, in use. So visible, if you click on the check mark, basically it's whether or not it's going to show the color. Right now, each room has been by default assigned a color. If you don't like that specific color, you can simply, let's say for the bathroom, I'm going to click here, and I want it to be cyan. So now preview shows you whatever the color it may be. In some cases, it's not always going to be a permanent color. So here where it says fill pattern, instead of doing fill pattern, you could do steel, vertical. You can choose different types of materials. You could also do a pattern, but in this case I'm just going to do solid colors. So bedroom, I'm just going to quickly randomly assign some colors here to these. But in most cases, for example, if you're doing a commercial building, or if you're doing, let's say, a residential building, if you're doing a large house and there's multiple bedrooms, make sure each one of those bedrooms are the same color. So that way when you show the color scheme, you can see where all the bedrooms are very easily. Don't do bedrooms all blue but different shades. No, that's going to be confusing. Make sure if the room is the same purpose, make sure that you're using the same color. Since I only have one of everything, it really doesn't matter what color I choose. But in this case, instead of going through and changing the rest of these, I'm just going to say that's good. I'm going to click apply, and you should see now all of your rooms have been assigned that specific color. Okay, so I hit apply. I'm going to click OK. So let's say you want to get rid of the color because you don't want to see it anymore. Now that you've made it, all you have to do is go over to color scheme, click on house rooms, which is what we called it, select, and then right here it says none. So I'm going to click none, apply, and OK. So it doesn't mean that it's gone, it's just turned off. So if you ever want it back again, just click on none, click on rooms, choose house rooms, apply, OK, and now they're back.